Yo, when the FBI makes this big splash, right? Like it don't never look like that.
Yeah.
The main director was in there.
Yeah.
And then they say all these big words and they using the mafia and all that. Like, when mafia guy got locked up?
Yeah.
Normally though, when the mafia and you talking about the big family of the Gambinos and all that, that was John Gotti. And I remember seeing John Gotti get locked up. I seen that. They made a big deal about it. But right here, they didn't do that. They talking about 2 players.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to stop this. Listen, just because you hear it don't mean it's true.
That's true, but here's the thing: the most damning part of all of this is twofold. Number one is the Damon Jones piece. Because to say that LeBron's not going to play, the Lakers don't announce that LeBron's not going to play until tip-off, but then LeBron doesn't play and the Milwaukee Bucks actually win, and it said that Damon Jones told his people to bet on the Milwaukee Bucks. In what world would you tell the world to bet against your former teammate and to bet against the greatest player of all time or top 3 greatest player of all time in LeBron James? It does not look good. That's the first thing. And the Terry Rozier dilemma is most importantly this, Shady. Even if he happened to have a hamstring or whatever injury and exit in the first 9 minutes, the fact that they went back to his crib to count the money, that's the most damning part of all of it. He could be guilty if they don't come back to his crib to count the money.
Wait, hold on. See, let's go. I got to take you back.
Break it down, 2-5.
You acting like the feds. You
me?
When you sound,
saying you federal is
you
crazy.
sound like the feds.
How?
Hold on. Let's address the first one. The first one you said was
David Jones.
So hold up. If me and you friends, right, and we playing ball, whatever, and LeBron's like, yeah, but damn, bro, I ain't gonna play tomorrow, this, that, and third. And you happen to be talking to your Damon Jones might talk to his friends. Yeah, I'll tell LeBron ain't playing. How you know it ain't go like that? And the dude said, damn, he ain't playing? Put my money on the Bucks.
Sure.
We don't know how that went.
But the problem is
it went like that.
But did you hear Rachel?
That's innocent.
Did you hear Rachel? Rachel said Damon Jones was paid for the information. That's criminal. So at the point in which it's insider trading, it's insider information.
But we don't know how it was paid. Because where I'm from, it's like, yo, damn, you looked out for me. Yo, bro, hey, I know you ain't know. Look, hey, you talking about LeBron? Yo, I got paid off that joint. Take that. You like, what's this? Yo,
Shady, it don't matter how you decorate it.
No, but I'm saying
it don't matter.
What I'm saying is, yo, sometimes you could do a crime and just be blind to it.
Fair.
I can see that happening. You know what I mean? Like, you looked out for me. Okay, what's the next one you said?
The Rozier one.
Oh,
going back to his crib to count the money.
Yo, they said it's one of his best friends. I could, if I think back, right, and I'm glad that when I was playing, gambling wasn't the big thing because my friends were always around me. Damn, yo, I'm limping. You see me limping from when I wake up, then I go to work. When I come back from work, I'm still limping.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to play this game, though. I'm hurting. I'm trying my best. Now, we ain't saying nothing about gambling, but let's say my boy, he gambles.
Yeah.
And he go lays the bet down. Yeah, 2-5, and he going to have 60 yards. I know he's been averaging 125 yards a game, but he know how hurt I am. But nobody will know that.
Sure. But here's what you can't do. You can't tell your boys, hey, I'm going to exit the game early. And then exit the game early.
Whoa.
You feel me? Like 2-5, you can't say,
hey, hold up. Say I'm going to leave the game early.
Against
crazy.
the Giants, hey, I'm going to leave this game early.
This is what you do.
And then you leave the game early.
But see, this is what I'm saying, though. You taking everything the feds is saying, right? The feds is trying to make this thing as big as they can. This is their Super Bowl.
Of course.
Okay?
Yeah, that's real.
Right? All these gambling guys, they talking about all these mafia, they ain't talking about them. They showing the ball players. That's a bigger story. So real quick, let's say like, yo, you see me limping all day. I'm gonna try to play dog. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, if I go out there and my thing ain't feeling good, my hamstring tight a little bit, yo, I'm done, though. I ain't gonna risk it because we got playoffs later on the line. These things happen in conversations.
Sure.
And maybe I'm telling you because you my man.
Of course.
But look, you ain't. I'm rich. Oh wait, I'm rich. You not rich.
Yep.
Rozier's making $26 million a year.
Yeah.
Right. You not making that. So
Sure.
you like, dang. Oh, you ain't. You said if it gets tight, you ain't gonna play because you don't want to risk it. I'm just talking because you my friend. I'm just talking to you.
But then why?
And then you take that information and you know what you do? You go lay a bet down.
But then why would we go back to your house to count the money?
Because we friends. You my man. Hold up. See, there's nothing you
several
doing.
people though. It was 6 people.
Dog.
It was 6 people.
It's pretty damning evidence.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I want you to take Emmanuel Acho, the kid from Texas, take him outside of your body for a second, right?
Yep.
Think about all the athletes that you've been playing with.
Of course.
How many cats when you young are you rolling with? Not you, other ball players. Let's say Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, he rolling with some cats.
Let's say Shady McCoy at the
He
time.
rolling with some cats.
All right, so if I'm already rolling, I got a big ass house, I got 10 dudes in the crib anyway that I went to high school with. These are my boys. So let's say if I'm just talking, right, a certain way, because y'all my friend, I'm not looking at y'all, you're not looking at me like I'm a superstar basketball player, like the world is. So when I'm telling you what I'm going through, nobody knows that but y'all. So when I tell you this information, you can take it for what you want to take it for. I don't know how this played out, but I can see that happening because that happened to me. Not like this, but I'm saying, you know what I mean?
But here's the only dilemma, though, Care Bear. The only dilemma 2-5 is, and then we haven't even talked about the poker league yet.
We
by
haven't
the way,
talked about
we gonna get to the poker.
That's a little different.
We'll get to that momentarily. Yeah. The dilemma is Rozier just better not have gotten a cut from none of this. Because like we was talking about off camera, FBI said they follow the money. And if the money leads y'all to Rozier's pockets, and if Rozier got paid off of this, that's where this all falls down. The reason I care is I don't play no more. We be placing bets. So if y'all who watching this show placing y'all's innocent hard-earned dollars on player props, and these players are intentionally throwing their props, and now you are losing what you thought was a fair game. You are losing what you thought was an equal game. You are losing what you thought was a credible game because players are legitimately throwing it for their homeboys. That to me is not fair to you. That's not fair to the gambler next to you, and that sure as hell ain't fair to me. So that to me is why this is most problematic. You got people playing real money, hard-earned money, and other cats is allegedly just throwing it. That's just not fair in my mind.
Yeah, I feel that. But gambling is, you shouldn't gamble. That's why I retired gambling. You know why I retired?
Why?
Because stuff like this, I don't know what's true or not true. And I don't want to put my money in your hands.
That's fair. What's the super chat's talking about before we get to
we
the
did get a
piece?
$20 super chat from Trail. He raised a good point. He said Cash Patel is now going over. He said Cash Patel has low hanging fruit that he knows everyone's doing it, so he's trying to make an example out of them right now.
Absolutely.
I agree with that point as well. Just because one, I think the inclusion of LeBron James. If Damon Jones was really getting paid for insider information, he's a coach. He's been around the game for 20 years. It could be anyone. Y'all are just throwing LeBron James' name out there and bringing up one idiot to make it a bigger story, and people are going to run with it. Now, on the flip side, you did mention a poker thing. Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones are both accused of rigging poker games against bigwigs in different circumstances with the Italian mob, which is crazy. We have video here of what the glasses that they were using apparently look like
just crazy,
under some blue light. But here you go. You take a look. As you can see right here, you can see the cards. The cards are each have.
Bruh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Bruh.
Wait.
This is crazy.
So when they gambling, they turn the lights like that?
When they
so the glasses are you're going to be able to see the invisible ink on the back of the cards.
And the invisible ink on the back of the cards tells you what every card is.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you got your hand and I'm facing your hand and I'm wearing those glasses, I literally know what's in your hand. Obviously, y'all know how poker works. So bluff if you want to.
Damn.
Yeah.
I already know what you got in your hand. And so allegedly, everybody except for those that were invited, like the big rig high rollers, everybody was allegedly in on this scheme. They leveraged Chauncey Billups, the Mafia allegedly leveraged Chauncey Billups to get other famous people there, get other rich people there, and then one dude got robbed $1.8 million.
Yeah.
That's why I say this is just stupid. And it's a terrible look. Now, might Chauncey get off? Sure. Might Damon Jones get off? Sure. But, like, it's a terrible look. Like, there's nothing more damning in my mind, Care Bear, than those glasses.
The glasses do look crazy. There was apparently X-ray machines built into the tables to read face-down cards, contact lenses that read the pre-marked cards as well, and secret cameras and card trays that they were using apparently. I mean, this looks that's a very believable scam in my opinion. I've only been around like one high-stakes poker game in my entire life.
But Shady,
scary.
you and I have played. I played poker with you at the. No, I played blackjack with you at the Super Bowl.
I don't know how to
years
play
back.
poker.
Yeah, play blackjack with you. Some big dollars. How would you feel? Forget the Chauncey of it all. How would you feel if you playing in a game that's rigged?
To be honest, Acho, I'm a true player, dog. I'm gonna peep that out. Mm-hmm. I've been in dice games with dice loaded. I peep it out, so I get out of there. I feel bad for some of these guys, because you're gambling with people that you think you could trust and but you don't. So that's hard to just. And then this is why I say you got to prove that he's guilty because I can't see Chauncey Billups doing this. I can't see it. I don't know the brother personally, but I just know him as a player, how he was. I know a lot of guys that know him. They talk super highly about him. A couple of GMs said, listen, they said they're not worried about it because they don't think that Chauncey would do this. He's one of the best humans that they know.
The hard part for me is this, though.
I can't see that.
They saying the Mafia was so involved that, like, even if you, like you said, even if you peeped it and you tried to call somebody out, Mafia had muscle. So Mafia was, what you gonna do? You're not finna throw hands. Mafia got muscle there. So, like, even if you peeped it and you called them out, Mafia said, number one, they had muscle there. And number two, you couldn't call out Chauncey Billups because Chauncey Billups is Chauncey Billups. So most people are like, well, I'm not going to call out this famous NBA head coach. I look dumb as hell. And if I do try to call him out or try to get physical on location, the Mafia got muscle there. The other crazy thing I heard was this. The Mafia would threaten certain NBA players that had gambling debt. If you don't sell games, we going to take it out on you.
So that's what I'm saying. So maybe it's a point where you had to do this because you fear for your life or your family's life.
Correct.
Because the Mafia has done that. That's what I'm saying. So we gotta really dive deep, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, these brothers, I just can't see it. I can't see it.
I mean, the only reason I potentially can, I had a teammate once that got caught up in insider trading. It wasn't gambling related.
Oh, Michael Kendricks.
Like, exactly right. Kendricks got caught up in insider trading. At 25 years, he was potentially facing, stole like $1.8 million based upon insider trading. I think he paid it all back, did some community service, et cetera, hours of work. But like, Michael Kendricks was my dog. We was in the same linebacker room together for 3 years in Philadelphia. I was like, oh, Kendricks would never. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Nah, Kendricks did that ish.
Yeah.
And he would communicate, players we think were slick. Kendricks was jersey number 95. And so his homeboy that was giving him the insider information would be like, hey, I wish you would change your jersey number from 95 to like number 1. Communicating in code, telling Michael Kendricks, hey, get out of the stock. Like the 95,000 you got into it, get out of it. Kendricks would be like, hey, dude would be like, hey, Kendricks, how many tackles do you think you got in your career? Like 450, 500? Code for put in 450 or 500,000 into this stock. You know, us NBA athletes, we think we're smarter than we are at times. And so knowing a person personally who got caught up in insider trading, and obviously this is public, I'm not revealing any secrets, knowing a person personally who got caught up in this, I could see Terry Rozier, I could see Chauncey Billups, I could see anybody doing it. Jonte Porter, like I could see anybody.
Is that how they got busy like that?
So I got busy,
man.
And then the crazy thing
was,
was,
use no other better. Like I'd get man,
bro. And the crazy thing was, the FBI went through all of the FaceTime calls, all of the text messages, everything.
Hold up, but you can't. They can't track FaceTimes.
They didn't know what you said, but they said on this day at 3:27 p.m. Michael Kendricks called person A.
Okay.
And that was an 18-minute call. Right. Then they texted person A right after that call hung up and said, I got you. I'm going to change my jersey number from 95 to 18.
Yeah, see, that's
you know what I mean? Like,
that's
they
crazy.
just tracked everything.
But yeah, see, they're talking too much. Them phones get you in trouble now.
They do.
But let me just say this real quick, right? Because sometimes, man, we be the victims, all right? I love America. I love it here. You know, I'm big on that blue, that white, and that red.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes, man, like, they a gang too.
Oh.
They a gang. For example, like if we want to gamble right now with each other, though, it's illegal. But I go to your casino and gamble for that, and you gonna get some taxes on it. Or if I want to drink some alcohol and sell it, I can't. Because back then they was doing that, but but then it was illegal then.
Yeah.
But it's legal now.
Yeah.
Marijuana. You smoking weed? I know dudes that did jail time for smoking weed.
Cook 2-5.
Dudes who lost their career.
It's legal.
Cook.
So as much as we want to point the finger at the people and act like we so bad and all that, no, the government, y'all dirty too. Y'all dirty.
That's real as hell.
I hate that, and I hate that because it's like, and I got so much to talk about, and I can't do it on air right now.
Why not?
Because it could get real deep. It get real deep with
Get deep, 2-5.
Get deep. But it's like, because they paint the picture they want to paint.
Pause that one.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
crazy.
Shady, don't talk like that.
I said, get
So
deep,
pause.
2-5.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, that was real crazy, right? But you know, but I'm being serious. Let's get because it's a serious conversation. All I'm saying is the government paint the picture they want to paint. Now, cheating people out their money, that is wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if we want to have a gambling, and we all want to come in here with $200,000 and we want to gamble, we should be able to do that. We work hard for that money.
Yeah.
But it's not okay for us to do it with us. But we can go to your casinos and do it. That's wrong to me, man.
I feel you. What's chat talking about?
Nah, what's going on? Chat's pretty much agreeing with you guys right now. Shady, they saying that was a great speech. I also got to bless you in the chat, so that was nice. It was from my mom. My mom said bless you. Okay, that's cool.
Mama bear.
Also, the insider trading, you never really see it coming. Michael Kendricks. Hot to a girl, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know where it's coming from. We also have a video here from Chauncey Billups last night. This is just hilarious that this is the verbiage that he used. This is what he had to say about the game.
No, I don't. That pressure thing is nothing to me, man. I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may. You know that about me, buddy.
Let the chips fall where they may, man.
Yo,
one more time, though.
Play it again, Rome. We need to hear that clip
It's
again.
the smile at the end of it, though.
That pressure thing is nothing to me, man. I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may. You know that about me by now, quick.
Investigate quick too, whoever that is. No,
that's wild.
Oh, that's messed up.
Here's the thing.
No,
'cause
that's
you
crazy.
never played Pro Care Bear, so I want to ask you before we move on. Keenan Allen, Charger, superstar receiver, will also be joining the show in a matter of moments. As a fan who obviously places some bets, when you hear this, like, how do you feel? Because you've played real money on real games, on real athletes. Like, if you know athletes are selling, how do you feel? Because I feel like you should be hurt the most.
If I feel like athletes are selling, one, I'm not betting on the Terry Roziers of the world, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm betting on the guys that I watch week in and week out. I know that maybe they're going up against a weaker run defense. I know, hey, I got two slow linebackers who were stuck in them. I got Emmanuel Acho up against LaShawn McCoy. I'm betting on LaShawn McCoy to have a big day. You feel me? Like a huge day.
Shit,
like just completely
I'm like,
just annihilating the defense that day. No, but that's those are the type of bets that I'm making. I don't really feel cheated as a fan, but at the end of the day, I understand though. Like, there's people that are going out there putting their money on a sport that they enjoy watching. To me, it upsets me more from a fan's perspective because why are we messing with the integrity of the game?
Correct.
Don't cheat the game. That was the one thing about what's his name, Pete Rose, the baseball player, not getting in the Hall of Fame. It wasn't that he was like a great player. He's betting on himself and whatnot. But the thing is, people, I'll never forget, an old head told me this. You can't cheat the game. Yes, he was betting on himself to do good, but one day, if you felt like you were more confident to bet on yourself, why weren't you betting on yourself the other days as well? You should bet on yourself every single day. And I don't know. That upsets me from a fan's perspective. But also, I feel like this is happening a lot behind the scenes. Just from a fan's perspective, I think it's happening a lot.
Here's the most worrisome part. Like, we should all be concerned about this. What's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Ain't no way that Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are the only ones who potentially might look like they've been gambling. Again, not saying that they're guilty, but there's not the only one. Like Shady said, you know how many homeboys hit their homeboys? Like, yeah, man, my hammy tight this week. And then what they go on to do with that information? So, like, it's not like Rozier and Damon Jones and Chauncey are the only ones that are in the league and got homeboys in the league or out of the league. That, you know what I mean?
This is the problem, though. The problem is it's all about money. That's all it's about. Like, y'all wanted more money for the NFL, so what y'all do? Y'all brought in gambling. That's what they did. Think about it. So now everything is gambling. When I was playing, gambling wasn't even a thing for real.
That's what's crazy.
Right? But now every draft, everything, FanDuel, everything you talking about is gambling. You got the superstar players right now. They're like sponsors of it. You got LeBron telling you what picks he want.
Fellas.
So what I'm saying is, it's all about the money.
This morning on Get Up on ESPN, they're talking about this scandal, and ESPN bet is on the lower. Like,
see what
they
I'm
have
saying?
to take it off because it's so intertwined with what's happening right now in the sports
But
world.
they don't want to take no blame for it, though. They don't want to take no accountability. Look, so when y'all started making gambling the thing to do, to be at, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So are you saying the leagues did this?
No,
Or are you just saying like the country did this?
I'm saying the country for sure. The government, I love my country, but the government get spicy. They like their paper.
Yeah.
They like their money.
Yeah.
All right. That's one. Number two is, what about the NBA? Y'all want to be part of the gambling so bad to get the money, to make more money, that now players is gambling on their phone now because you guys are sponsoring.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? If
I never knew anything about no spreads. I never remember. But now you'll see.
They get asked about spreads and pressures.
But talk about you'll see the team's records, right? And this and that. You'll see all the stats, and then you'll see the betting lines.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say. I won't absolve the athletes of their involvement, but I will say you would be an idiot to be as inundated as we've made athletes with gambling and assume they wouldn't get involved. An idiot. Because athletes got family members, and family members want to hit a lick.
Yeah.
And so if the family member of the athlete asks the athlete, hey, bruh, you playing this week? And they like, nah, I'm not. Oh, well, I'm finna go bet on the opponent. If your friend asks you, hey, how that hammy feeling, man, it's still probably tight, I'm going to go bet on the opponent. So you can't over-inundate athletes with money or their relatives with money and assume that they're not finna touch it. A relative of mine told me one time, you can't throw meat to a lion and expect the lion not to eat it. So if you throw all of this money in the vicinity of athletes' families and friends, of course they gonna touch it. I don't want to absolve an athlete of their responsibility. Obviously, like throwing games has cost me money, but I'm not so foolish as to think we can't inundate our world and society with gambling and think this won't happen.
And another thing is like, the athlete is rich. His family's not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
so
good.
look,
People
so what about
break
you?
that down? Hold on. I
But
know
I'm
what
saying,
you mean. Break
yeah,
that down.
so let's say like Rozier's a rich dude made $100-some million, right? He probably take care of his kids. He probably take care of his wife. He probably take care of his mom and dad, maybe his brothers. But what about my brother's best friend that's been around me since I've been 8 years old? Or his homeboys, he got 6 of them that he went to high school with, that he loves them, and he went through college with them. They not rich.
Yeah.
So now if I'm talking about basketball, like, oh yeah, my starting quarterback, man, he been limping all day, man. His arm messed up. He might not play. You like, oh yeah? In your head, you might not say it to him, but you gonna write that note down. You might make that bet. So I'm saying is like, yo, sometimes as players, we become the victims because everybody's looking at us as like the superstar. When sometimes the superstar looks at his family like, yeah, that's my family.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because I've been in
Yeah.
from like, I'm not gambling wise, but just you don't see yourself like I always tell Mike Vick, like, yo, you don't know who you really are. He carry himself like he a regular guy down the street. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, you Michael Vick. So sometimes as players, like, you can talk to your boys and not know what you really even saying.
Yeah. It's interesting to get the player perspective from both of y'all because y'all been around the game 20 years and whatnot. But I think also from a fan's perspective, gambling over the last 5, 6, 7 years has been so intertwined with being a sports fan in general. So I think guys that play, they enjoy the game. You guys enjoy watching the game. You guys enjoy being a sports fan now after playing and whatnot. You know what I mean? I think that's just it's very intertwined with that as well. We have some super chats. Swayze dropped a $5 super chat. He called you out, Shady. He said, "What are we talking about? Shady, shaving points is wrong. Throw them boys in jail. Go watch the Rozier game where he was shaving points." I know you posted a clip of that.
Hold on, show Shady this just
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
I seen it, but like, how you know he have a bad game?
Ooh, that was
If I
really
told
bad.
you I fumbled twice in the game
If you
and had
fumbled,
under 40 yards, you believe that?
but what if you fumbled 8 times?
He ain't fumbled 8 times.
It's the equivalent. It's the
He just started running with the ball. Walk.
Oh, that's right there. Hold on.
There we go. Yeah,
Bro,
Okay,
take this.
I'll let you guys.
Just watch a little bit of this, y'all.
He like, I believe that.
Hey, come on, man.
Hold on.
Wait, that's
What
a
are we
mistake. That's a
doing,
mistake.
bro?
That's a mistake. Okay. Oh,
Oh no, bro!
great.
Nah.
That's not
Lock
great
his
defense.
ass up,
That's not great
man.
defense.
Lock his ass up,
Great defender shot.
dog.
That was defense player of the year right there. Blocking that. Mobley.
Man,
He's missing shots. He's missing shots.
Missing shots is okay.
Missing shots is fine. Now, we do know how to shoot to miss a shot, though, by the way, for the record.
How do you know that though?
Oh, bro.
Come on, Shady.
All right, man. I can't.
Bro,
I
it's
can't,
the
I can't even
NBA.
look
It's
at
the
it
best
no
of the best.
I'm saying.
He had a bad game.
I know how to attempt a tackle to miss a tackle if I was going to make it in the first place.
Let me ask you a question though. LeBron James, right there. Great. That's contested. Good job, defense. LeBron James, right? I would never think of LeBron would ever do nothing like this. Yeah, that was wild.
Lock his ass up, bro.
Can we ask that for y'all judge? That's one thing about this show. I am the only person for the people.
You watched that and you really did.
It had a bad game. Real quick.
That was ass.
LeBron James, great player.
Yes, sir.
A lot of integrity. I would never think he would ever throw no games. Y'all agree with me, right?
Absolutely.
But he's had bad games. Like, yo, why you not shooting the ball in the fourth quarter, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
James Harden, every playoff game, James Harden, when it gets tight,
Yeah, that's facts.
game sevens,
Yeah.
he ain't throwing no games. He got a lot of money. He got a big legacy, so he's not throwing no games. But damn, every game 7, James Harden don't play well at all.
But here's what-
so what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
bro, it might look like it's something. I think he had a bad game, yo.
The only thing we're missing is this, and obviously we got to get back to the game. And Keenan Allen, Charger superstar wide receiver, joining us momentarily. If LeBron's mom bet that the Heat were going to lose to the Mavericks in the 2011 Finals, then we would look into LeBron's performance a lot more aggressively.
Yeah.
Like if LeBron's mom was all of a sudden betting the unders on LeBron, and then in the finals when LeBron had like 12 points
Yeah.
and 18
That's
points.
egregious, though.
Like, we would start to look into it way more aggressively. So to your point,
But what if
Shady,
the fourth quarter he's not been shooting the ball all fourth quarter? So like, why wouldn't I do the under?
maybe it's coincidence.
It's a coincidence.
But it's one hell of a coincidence.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry, hold your head up, dog. Hold your head up, bruh. One thing Rachel said before we move on, she said none of these guys have been convicted.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm with it.
All right.
I hear
so
you.
don't, just because the FBI doing it, they doing the
I hear
little
you.
slide shows, they dancing on it. I don't believe all that.
My boss is involved too. I mean, yeah, it's
Talking about Mafia
there's
and
a lot
all
of
that.
nuance. A lot of nuance.